Hello everyone, welcome back to Mordor. Now I know that I said last episode, weeks and weeks ago, that I would do something special for episode 100, and I do not know what to do. So I'm not going to do anything. I mean, isn't episode 100 just special in and of itself? Do we need to do something? Do we need to have a party? Should I get some of those party crackers? Whee! You know what I'm talking about? I don't know, I'm sorry. I cannot think of anything special enough to do for episode 100. I would do an hour-long special, but it's really annoying to upload, so I hope you guys understand. But yes, we are back now with episode 100. Whee! And that's all we get. That's all we get, unfortunately. Before we hop in, feet first, I think I should just say very quickly what I did off camera. So there was an Elven army here, half stack, that I believe was the remnants of prior battles, and I took them out with Dawn Death, moved Dwarvois up to besiege Rosgabel. I think I actually want Lugdush the Honorable to besiege the capital, like so. He's going to build all sorts of equipment. I guess it's just going to be ladders all the way down. So Lugdush the Honorable is just going to starve out this guy. I don't know how to say his name. Afaderuindur, perhaps. Afaderuindur? I'm not sure. I tried. I don't know if you guys are aware of this. You may not remember, but I tried to learn Centurion pronunciation a couple weeks ago, a couple episodes ago, rather, and I've forgotten it all in the time being. So I hope that is okay. I'm hoping a lot of things today. I hope with my heart of hearts, when you wish upon a star. Should we just give a shit ton of catapults to Lugdush? I don't see why not. 4 units of catapults. When you wish upon a glowing eye on top of a big dark tower in Mordor, then Sauron comes back and moves incredibly slowly. Here he is, Sauron himself, still moving incredibly slowly until apparently we pass Aldborg, and then we get this insane movement. No, I don't. That's just some sort of visual bug in Medieval 2. This just basically means like this is so fucking far away, so long in the future that we can no longer comprehend time and space. So that is like over 10 turns. Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's turn 10 right there. Oh, I guess he's just slow as a sort of balance because he's really incredibly powerful. He would be quicker, except our invasion has been completed. Duneard has been captured. We've gained 500 shiny golden doubloons, which is pretty pitiful. That's like 2 units of wages. 500 florins, ducats, golden doubloons, that's nothing. Although 26 units have gained experience, and that would be in Lagduff's army, I would assume, because he was on the invasion, so that's roughly 18 units, and then I would assume that it is Sauron's 7, so that would make sense. Okay, so Duneard has been captured by Isengard, which is not too bad, actually, because Isengard, for as long as I can remember, has been constricted to the tower itself, the Tower of Orthanc. So I'm happy that it's them that captured Duneard rather than our infernal ally, Harad, the Haradrim. If they were to have captured it, I probably would have just... I don't know what I would have done. I would have not have been happy. I probably would have just stewed in it, to be honest. I wouldn't have done anything. I wouldn't have sprung into action. No, I would have sat and stewed in it like some sort of stereotypically petty woman. That's what I would have done. Okay, so we have retrained and trained some Alakai, and I think we ought to send them to the front lines. Let's see here. Lugdush doesn't have any trolls. Dwarf Wa, his army is pretty pitiful at this point in time, and I think we were supposed to... The original intention was to give some of these units to Dwarf Wa, but that seems to have... That plan seems to have fallen to the wayside. So we'll take a unit of raiders, I guess, send them as reinforcements. Whatever we've retrained and trained in Karis Galadin, 2 units of halberds. Sure, we'll do that. We'll send them as reinforcements. Karis Galadin has just gotten sad, unfortunately. They hate to see their men march to war, although can you call orcs men? In the lore you cannot, but let's just say in the social sense, can you call them boisterous, masculine figures? Probably not. You know what, it's probably been a long while since we've... Look at the production, my fucking god, it's been a long while. What happened? At turn 193, did we just fucking drop a huge amount of... That was 50 fucking turns ago. God damn. I don't think we've looked at the figures here in a very long time. Oh god. Those were the dark days right there. I shudder to think. And then again, turn 193. What happened there? Does anyone recall what happened? Turn 193. Here we are. No, that's the Dark Lord Mordor, rather. Who has been destroyed? Is it our goblin friends? No. Yes. Yes, they have been. Gondor. Is that what it was? Oh. We destroyed Gondor around there, and therefore we took Minas Tirith and the like, Pelargir, Arnak, and that has made us a ton of gold, it seems. But man, Rune is not doing so hot. Actually, holy shit, Rune is doing quite well. But it's Harad. Harad is just... They've got twice the score of us at this point. That's fucking ridiculous. That is ludicrous. Well, maybe not twice the score, but very nearly. Military, Harad, again, kicking my ass. Let's see. Own faction, all factions, living factions, neighboring factions. Top 5. Oh man, the Silvans are... the Silvans are taking a shit kicking, and that is all due to us. All due to us, because we are currently besieging Emen Nufuin, which is going to be starved out by Uvatha the Horseman. Ren the Unclean, the Conqueror, is going to return to Dogol Dur. Lugdush the Honorable is going to continue besieging Rosgabel, and actually, you know what, we do need some of these catapults for Bjorn's halls. It's too late. It's too late. Who is this? Prince Thandian. Somehow he has managed to escape from Rosgabel. Oh my, but not by much. How the fuck are we gonna get in there? Do I have to go all the way around? Let's block... No, let's not do that. I was gonna block the prince in there with Dawn Death, Lord of Terror. Is he still Lord of Terror? Dorvois, Dawn Death, Lord of Terror. Yeah, okay. I think instead we'll grab Dawn Death and we'll just march on Bjorn's halls. We're gonna kill Captain Sidhenadin again. Another Captain Sidhenadin. Is it the same Captain Sidhenadin? I'm not sure. It would be ridiculous if it were. Oh my, look at all these units we've recruited and retrained in the Black Gate, Entwade, Thornburg, etc. We are now the most advanced faction, which I have to say I'm not surprised by. What's going on in Barad-dûr? Should we use the Palantir? I don't see why not. F1. Let's see. Blue talent Palantir. Can I just use the Palantir with Sauron? No, I cannot. Okay, let's try this again. Can I use it from Minas Tirith? I can! Let's use it from Minas Tirith. Green, red, or... I don't know. The color indicates the status. It is flashing orange. Enough time has elapsed to use a Palantir again, but the settlement does not meet the conditions. The governor is not authorized. My fucking god. What is his name? Zaglin the Honest. You do not have the authorization, son. You do not have... what does red mean? Red. The eye in the settlement may be used. Okay, well, let's get to it. Is it F3? Okay, hold on. I need to... Maybe if I just sat for a second and use my fucking eyes, I can see what we need to do. Unless it says here, yes, accept to view anywhere, decline to view locally. Let's view anywhere. Why not? Ooh, look at this. We're in Harad. This is useful intel. This just in. Cass Shafra trading a fuckton. I've got more reports from the front. It's a big city in the south that we're not going to look at because why would you want to do that? Instead, we'll head out to sea. To see Vatavia, which is at the ass end of the world and is ripe for the taking. I just love using the Palantir, except it's useless as hell. I think we can pretty much... We can very nearly end the turn here. There's not much we need to do. We're trying to rebuild this army in Amon Gestal for Lunluck, because he may very well be able to march out and attack someday. When you wish upon a glowing eye in the sky, then Lunluck will have an army. I forgot about Ugnag. We don't need to worry about Ugnag, actually. Grima.
No fool.
Oh, it's actually fucking Grima. Holy shit. It's actually Grima Wormtongue. What faction are you? Dwarves? Perhaps? I'm not sure. Oh no, he's a diplomat for Arnor. This guy is a scummy scum.
No fool. Send your emissary to me.
For some reason, that looks like Elijah Wood to me. I don't know. Okay, yeah, we can end the turn because there's nothing going on. Nothing going on. Alright, let's go for it. Sorry guys, I must apologize because, as always, I am in a babbling mood. And also, for some reason, in a Pinocchio mood as well. Give a little whistle. I don't know. I just keep singing the old Jiminy Cricket song. Look at this. The garrison of Bjorn's Halls is armed to the teeth with catapults for some odd reason. I kind of want to just attack Rosgabel because I want to see all of these catapults go fucking wild. I tell you what, in 5 turns, right before they sally out, we should attack Rosgabel. It'll be funny as hell. And, well, not so much funny, but it will be fun, full stop. Fun as fun does. My mama always told me that fun is as fun does. Okay, so we're going to do a joint attack on Arendel now. Dunefel the Quiet is going to push back Captain Erinian, which is just 2 units, one of them, again, being a catapult. We are going to lose 53 men in the process and execute the rest, and they've, of course, run to Arendelen, or did they ren to Arendelen? Oh god, I tried. I truly tried to rhyme that, and it was not worth the effort, I must say. Okay, so we're currently besieging 4 Elven settlements. None of them are going to be able to withstand us. They cannot withstand the power. And once we capture these territories, actually, I've just realized that will that will leave the elves. Okay, never mind. That will leave them banished to Thranduil's halls, but also to the mountain fort, which I thought was going to be hilarious if we actually banished the Silvan elves to the fucking mountains. Wouldn't that be great? Okay, we may as well get Dwarf Warlord of Terror. We'll give him these 3 units, and then he'll head to Thranduil's halls. And actually, we'll give him all of these units. There we go. By the time he arrives there, we should have been... We've pretty much captured most everything down here, I would think. Just through starvation. I mean, 4 turns until Amenufuin gives up. And I can only imagine a similar fate is going to befall Foldberg. And actually, what we should do is get Ugbag to infiltrate, if at all possible. If at all possible. Okay, we'll get him in there. Maybe? Perhaps? Yes, he's done it. Well done, old boy. You've done it. You've managed to infiltrate into Foldberg. Drink their wine and such, and molest their women. But do it covertly because, of course, you are a spy. Do it with your eye in the sky. We are going to get 2 stacks to attack the capital of Rohan. What a weird tangent that was. I do say so. Recently, I just did you guys ever see that video? It's I believe it's titled "Get Your Hands Off My Penis," which I have to say colors the video. It colors your perception. It kind of makes you prejudiced against this video. You may think that it's called "Get Your Hands Off My Penis," and either that this is like a sexually deviant video or that it is an incredibly immature video. And I must assure you that it is hilarious. What I want you to do right now is you pause this video that you're currently watching, go watch that other video. Go watch that other video and come back so you get these references. I just recently rewatched this video and I've begun sharing it again because it is by far one of the most unintentionally hilarious videos I think I've ever seen. Basically, it's like an old video from, I want to say, the late 70s, early 80s of this elderly Australian man being arrested because what he does is he dines and dashes. So he's become notorious for this, I guess. And one day the police were called on him, and the video is just, it's like 9 officers trying to manhandle him into the car, the police car. Okay, but the most hilarious part about it is how theatrical this fellow is and how melodramatic, and just his accent. It's literally, yeah, that's the kind of thing we're talking about. One of the great lines is he's being they put him in a headlock and they're trying to force him into the car. They've got his arms behind his back and he just says, "Bah, yes, I see you know your judo well." And it's, I don't know, it's just, "What is the charge, sir? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal?" And that's exactly what he sounds like. Anyway, let's get back into the swing of things here. A Chinese meal? We need to move these units to the front lines. I'm very surprised that we are still unable to retrain or, well, we can recruit 2 garbage units in Limelight Fort, and we'll send them to the front lines. I kind of want to build an army for Lunluck so that we can prevent the elves from surprising us in the mountain fort. So maybe we'll send Gorlon, who is the spy who is screaming forever. I'm in the trees. I'm heading to mountain fort. That's what he looks like and sounds like. He's going to head to the mountain fort. Yagrat is another spy who is screaming forever, eternally. He's going to head to Thranduil's halls. Well, that doesn't make sense, actually, because we've got Nagmas here, but I suppose he can help out and scout around these crossroads so we don't get surprised by anything. Not a single general in Thranduil's halls, not even Thranduil himself, which is very bizarre. You would imagine that he would be walking his own halls, but that is not the case. The question is, where did the prince go? That's a mission for a spy if I had one. I do not, though. Unfortunately, I do not have a spot for a spy. Okay, I think we'll end the turn again because, again, there's nothing going on except for Sauron. Do we really need him in the west? I think we do, because we have 2... I forgot to besiege, did I? Yes, I did. Okay. We'll get both armies. We may... Well, no. Let's get him to break off the siege. Okay. Lagged off the Honorable is going to... well, I actually would have liked the roles reversed if I was paying attention, but I was not. And alas, look at this guy. He too is screaming, but it looks more like in jest. Like he's like, "Hey, what you doing here?" Ah! Like something like that. I don't know. I don't really know what that... anyway, let's end the turn here instead of screaming like various types of orcs. Not one, but multiple ways. By the end of this campaign, every single one of my spies, the default portraits, is going to have like a sound associated with it. One of them's going to be like Andrew Dice Clay. Oh, hey, what's up? I don't really know where I'm going with that one. And we are back, but we are actually losing a bit of gold per turn. We're now losing 3,500 per turn, which is not too bad. That gives us, I want to say, just under 10 turns of wealth to play with as we besiege all of these elves here. Do we want to give any of these units to anyone else? Dawn Death, Lord of Terror, has more than enough units. How about Captain Snega, Dwarvois? Well, look at this. All of these units can actually... Does he not have trolls? He does have trolls, so we will give them to... I guess Ren the Unclean actually needs some trolls, so we'll send them for retraining. What else does Dwarvois have? He has two units of Morning Guard. He does need some missile units. He does not need... he does need some raiders, actually. There we go. Some more raiders and trolls. Wonderful. And then there was some heavy infantry here. He does not need the Morning Guard, so maybe we'll just leave them in the middle. We do have 4 raiders now, yes. Okay, we don't need raiders or orc band, so really we just need the heavy infantry, do we not? Yeah, okay. So we'll just leave these guys in the center for whoever needs them. Currently supplying 3 different armies here. Wonderful. I know that Adunafel, the Tyrant, is in desperate need of units, and I think we should send these spiders for retraining in Dol Guldur as well. Speaking of Dol Guldur, let's retrain nothing because we are unable to. Wonderful. Uvatha the Horseman, the Merciless, has Silvan elf armor. Wonderful. Is also cruel and cunning and scarred. Scarred or scared, one of the two. I hope he's not scared because that would be incredibly embarrassing. You are an immortal, or for all intents and purposes, immortal being on a mortal plane, and you're scared of what? Of death? No. Maybe of everyone else dying? That's the worst thing. Being immortal would rule. It really would. Except you get to watch all of your loved ones, all your friends, everyone you've ever known, slowly just die, and eventually when you get to be 10,000 years old, a human lifespan seems like... it just seems like a blink of an eye to you. People just come and go so quickly. Which I think is a main theme in Highlander. Do you guys remember that? The old 80s Highlander with like the Spanish guy playing the Scotsman. Or no, he was French. The Frenchman playing the Scotsman. The Scotsman playing the Spaniard via Egypt. I guess he was Egyptian or something. And then of course the awesome Queen soundtrack. I'm not going to do a bit of that soundtrack for you guys because I'm sure you've heard enough of me singing for today. You've had your fill, I would assume. Okay, we've got a small battle here to fight just outside of Entwade. We probably could have left this army to be dealt with on the defensive side, but rather I'm going to fight this battle off camera. I think I want to end it here, actually. We've actually done quite a bit this turn. We've besieged 3 settlements, and they're all slowly starving to death. Amenufuin, the foremost amongst them. There's actually a unit of 11 men there, amazingly. I wonder if we were to attack Foldberg, would the gates be open? Is there a symbol for this? If I were to attack... apparently the gates are not open. I don't remember where the indicator is. Is it in the assault phase? I can't remember where the gate indicator is. I assume it's in the assault phase. Anyway, as I said, I'm going to leave it here, but as a quick note, I don't think I want to capture Moria or Fangorn right now, or in the near future, actually, because I know they both spawn a stack. Fangorn spawns Ents when you capture it, I think led by Treebeard, of course. And Moria, once you capture that, I'm pretty sure the Balrog is awakened, because we're just like, you know, we're not quietly capturing Moria. I mean, we're smacking pots and pans around, essentially. If a siege was scaled down to your general household, it would be, in noise terms, the clattering of pots and pans as they're dropped on the floor, and you live downstairs. Okay, so it's like 10 times as loud as it needs to be. If that makes any sense. I'm just saying, a siege is a noisy affair, especially if you have 900 catapults, as we do outside of Rosgabel. I'm very excited to throw 4 units of catapults, 3 of which are troll catapults, I must add, These catapults are really inferior in hindsight. This is almost like the Siege of Minas Tirith in the films. I mean, they have just a million catapults, siege towers, and the like. Speaking of, we have tons of time to build 4 siege towers, and I think by the time 5 turns has passed, we'll have like 20 of them. It'll be great. Alright, as I said, let's end it here. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, put a like down below, put a comment. Sorry for taking so long to get back into the swing of things. I want to do a quick video update, vlog update sometime soon, and in that video, I intend to have a vote, a series vote, that is, so be sure to stick around for that. Maybe put some comments down below and let me know what type of series you would like to see. Maybe I can put in a late entry. I've pretty much got 4 or 5 in my mind at the moment. Well, not even in my mind. I've actually got all the thumbnails, all the artwork done for them. I haven't started them just for lack of time, basically. The idea is, well, I'll talk about it in the update video anyway. That should be coming out soon. As I said, if you like this video, leave a like, leave a comment down below if you want to see more of it. Tuesday is the day I usually aim for to put this up at around 6 p.m. BST, 5:30 BST, something like that. Check me out on Twitter, please. I'm very, very active on Twitter now. I'm checking it like multiple times a day. I've become a Twitter addict just because I do so much networking through there. It's become a great tool in my arsenal as a content creator. So like I said, check me out there if you want to keep in touch. Shoot me a message, something like that. Anyway, as always, my name is Incoherence. This has been episode 100, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10 by 10. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all later. You guys are the fucking best.